Introduction to Billing. This lesson will cover navigating to the billing window, reviewing the layout of the billing window, the process of posting charges to a guest's folio, editing transaction postings, and the process of transferring transactions. Let's begin this lesson by clicking the front desk menu and then clicking In-House. There are search filters on the In-House window that are available for you to narrow your results. You can also click the search button to view all in-house guests. You can navigate to the billing window by clicking the I Want To button on a reservation. This includes reservations accessed from the in-house and departures windows. You can also do this from the arrivals window when pre-stay charging is active. After you have clicked to highlight your reservation, click the I Want To button. The I Want To dialog box opens. Now let's click the billing link. Before you can access the billing window, you must log in to Cashiering using your Opera Cloud credentials. Once you have entered your credentials, click the Login button to proceed. From the billing window, you are able to post, adjust, and move charges. Other tasks related to billing that are accessible from this window include accepting payments and generating folios. The business card for the guest is located at the top of the window. In this section, you are able to access the reservation and profile for the guest without leaving the billing window. You can use the Show More link to view additional reservation details for this guest. If you would like to hide the additional details and free up space in the window, you can click the Show Less link. Folio windows are displayed at the bottom of the window. In this section, you can view details regarding charges, payments, and adjustments for each folio window. The folio window number is displayed at the top left of the window. Each reservation is allotted a maximum of 8 folio windows. Next to the folio window, you can see the guest name and payment method. The current balance of the folio window is shown in the right corner. Click the Post Charge link to open the Posting dialog box. From here, you are able to apply charges to the guest. Each of the 8 folio windows are shown at the top of the dialog box. You can click the window of your choosing to apply charges. You can use the code field to select the transaction that will post to the guest folio. Click the code field's search icon. The Search and Select Code dialog box opens. From here, you are able to choose from a property-specific list of transaction codes. You can use the search field to find your code, click to highlight it, and then click the Select button. In this example, we will click the Cancel link. Alternatively, you can also enter part of the number or description of the transaction in the code field. Codes that match what you enter will appear, enabling you to select the code from the list. Once you have made your selection, the transaction code will appear in the field for the category. The Price field is where you enter the amount to post to the selected transaction code. The Quantity field is where you enter the amount of items to post to the selected code. The amount in the Price field is multiplied by this number. The Supplement field is optional and is intended to be used for internal notes or comments about the posting. The Reference field is also optional and intended for notes or comments for this posting. Anything you enter in the Reference field will be visible to the guest. The Check Number field is commonly associated with food and beverage charges, but you can use it for any ticket or reference number related to the posting. If necessary, the Post Payment button is conveniently available in the Post Charges dialog box to settle the charge. If you were to click the Apply and Add More Charges button, the posting will be recorded and you are able to continue posting additional charges. In this example, we will click the Apply Charge button to record the posting and return to the billing window. The posted transaction now appears in the folio window. When a transaction has a check number attached, this posting will have an information icon. If these transactions come from a point of sale or POS system, you are able to click this icon and view additional details regarding the posting. Click the information icon. Some POS interfaces that can post to guest rooms through an interface to Opera will allow you to view or print information from POS check details. In this example, the charge was manually posted, so no details will appear in this dialog box. Click Close. Each posted transaction code appears in the window. When you click the checkbox to select a code, You can then access the Post Charges dialog box. From this dialog box, you can update some of the posting details. Transactions that were posted manually are the only transactions that can be edited on the same day they were posted. Editing transactions could possibly be restricted based on the user's permissions. In this example, we will update the amount in the price field. Once you are finished making updates, click the Save Transaction button. Next, we will access the Post Charges dialog box for a posting that was automatically generated on the previous day. For this posting, the price and quantity fields are unavailable for editing. Click Close. When you click the ellipsis, you are able to select from a list of available actions for the selected postings. The options available to you will vary according to the transactions you have selected. We will cover additional options in separate lessons. This lesson covered navigating to the billing window, reviewing the layout of the billing window, the process of posting charges to a guest's folio, editing transaction postings, and the process of transferring transactions. For more information on Opera Cloud, please review other courses on this topic within Opera Digital Learning. You may also visit the Oracle Hospitality Help Center for Opera Cloud and search for this topic. Keep your eyes peeled for additional videos and courses on Opera Cloud. Thank you for watching. Transaction adjustments. This lesson will cover the process of posting adjustment transactions and the process of posting service recovery adjustments. This lesson begins in the billing window. With adjustment postings, your property is able to track why a charge was removed from a folio. Opera Cloud provides you with two options for adjusting transactions: a standard adjustment posting or a service recovery adjustment. In this first example, we will demonstrate the process of posting an adjustment transaction. After you have clicked the checkbox to select the transaction you need to adjust, click the ellipsis. Next, click the Post Adjustment link to open the Adjustments window. If a transaction was posted in error, you can use the Adjustments window to post another transaction to correct the original transaction. In the Adjustments section of the window, you are able to define the type of adjustment, how much you are adjusting, and the reason for the adjustment. When you have selected the amount option, you are able to adjust the transaction by a specific amount. When you select the percentage option, you are able to adjust the postings by a specified percentage of the original amount. Even though the number entered in the percentage field is positive, the adjustment automatically posts as a negative amount. When you are processing an adjustment, you are required to enter a reason. Click the search icon in the Reason field to open the Search and Select Reason dialog box. After you have clicked to highlight a reason, click the Select button. After you have designated a reason, the description of the reason you chose populates in the Reason text field. You can modify the text or add additional information into this field if necessary. The transactions you select will appear at the bottom of the window. If you need to add transactions to adjust, you can click the ellipsis. Clicking the ellipsis takes you to a menu where you can search for additional charges. When you are finished, click the Process Adjustment button to process the adjustment and return to the billing window. Because the transaction we adjusted is the most recent posting, the posting will appear at the top of the folio window. Depending on the property's configuration, the adjustment may post to the same transaction code or a separate transaction code. The second type of adjustment is a service recovery adjustment. We will now move forward with demonstrating the process of posting this type of adjustment. After you have clicked the checkbox to select the transaction, click the ellipsis, then click the Post Service Recovery Adjustment link. The Service Recovery Adjustment feature is available when the functionality has been activated in Opera Cloud Controls. This feature is similar to a standard adjustment. The fields for Service Recovery Adjustment are almost identical to regular adjustments. The difference is that you will associate a department to track the posting and allocate financials to the correct revenue centers within the property. The types of transactions that may fall into service recovery would be providing guests discounts for issues related to their stay, whereas a non-service recovery adjustment would be that the wrong transaction was posted to the guest's folio. The transactions you select to be adjusted will appear at the bottom of the window. To add additional transactions, you can click the ellipsis to search for additional charges. When you are finished, click the Process Adjustment button. The service recovery adjustment will post on the folio with a separate transaction code. Every property has different processes and procedures that will dictate how these adjustment options will be used. This lesson covered the process of posting adjustment transactions and the process of posting service recovery adjustments. For more information on Opera Cloud, please review other courses on this topic within Opera Digital Learning. You may also visit the Oracle Hospitality Help Center for Opera Cloud and search for this topic. Keep your eyes peeled for additional videos and courses on Opera Cloud. Thank you for watching. Transferring transactions. This lesson will cover the process of changing window views within billing, transferring transactions using window views, and displaying folios and reservations using the Move Charges sidebar. Opera Cloud allots 8 folio windows for each guest. These folio windows can be used to post, transfer, or adjust charges. There are various ways to transfer transactions between folio windows and reservations. By default, the billing window view is in full screen view. To change the view of the window, click the split view icon. When the window is in split view, you are able to view 2 folio windows at one time. If you need to view other folio windows, you can click the drop-down next to the folio number. You are able to select any of the folio numbers to display the details of that folio in the window. While in this view, you can drag and drop charges to move them from one folio window to another. Click the transaction you want to move, then drag and drop it to another window. The transaction is now moved to the new window and the balance is updated in both windows to reflect the change. Click the Move Charges tab to open the sidebar. Within the Move Charges sidebar, you have additional options to transfer charges within the same reservation or to another guest. When the Windows option is selected, all 8 folio windows are displayed and you are able to navigate to those windows by clicking on them. You can also drag and drop charges to one of the windows as well. Click the Other Reservations option. When Other Reservations is selected, any linked reservations, including share reservations, are displayed. If there are no linked reservations, you can add reservation views to the billing window in order to reconcile and move charges. Click the Add a Reservation link. The Search and Select Reservation dialog box appears. Here, you can find existing reservations in Opera Cloud. After you have entered the guest's name, click the Search button to view your search results. Once you have clicked to highlight the reservation, click the Select button. The reservation now appears in the Move Charges section. To access the billing window for a guest listed in the Move Charges section, click the room number link to navigate to the billing window where you can post charges as necessary. You can use the Move Charges section to go back to the original reservation. You are able to select the Move Charges tab once again in the sidebar. Additional options to transfer transactions will be reviewed in a separate lesson. This lesson covered the process of changing window views within billing, transferring transactions using various window views, and displaying folios and reservations using the Move Charges sidebar. For more information on Opera Cloud, please review other courses on this topic within Opera Digital Learning. You may also visit the Oracle Hospitality Help Center for Opera Cloud and search for this topic. Keep your eyes peeled for additional videos and courses on Opera Cloud. Thank you for watching. Transfer posting. This lesson will cover the process of transferring a posting to another reservation. You are able to use the Transfer Posting window in Opera Cloud to move or transfer whole or partial postings between guest folios. After you have clicked to select the transaction you need to transfer, click the ellipsis. The options available to you will vary based on the transactions you selected. We will cover additional options in separate lessons. Click the Transfer Posting link to open the window. From the Transfer Postings window, you can determine what exactly you will transfer. The Select a Transfer Scope section is where you specify which transactions will be transferred. By default, the option that is selected is Partial Selected Postings. Next, you will need to specify the direction of the transfer by selecting an option from the Select a Transfer Direction section. If you were to click the To a Folio option, this will transfer transactions from one window to another within the current reservation. If you were to click the To a Room option, this will transfer transactions from this guest reservation to another reservation. If you were to click the From Rooms option, you are able to select transactions from other guest rooms and move them to this reservation. In this example, the option we selected is To a Room. When this option is selected, you will need to enter a room number or a guest name. Alternatively, you can click the search icon next to each field to search for the target reservation. Click the search icon in the guest name field. The Search and Select Reservation dialog box opens. Here, you are able to search for a reservation. Although it can be changed, the reservation status will default to in-house guests. Click the Search button. Your search results will appear according to your filters. You can use the scroll bar to view the full list of reservations. Click to highlight the reservation and then click the Select button. In the Split Options section, you are able to choose how to split the amounts of postings. If you were to click the Do Not Split option, the transfer will be transferred as is without changing the amount. If you were to click the Amount option, you can split the transaction by a specific amount. If you were to click the Percentage option, the posting will be split by a percentage of the original amount. If you were to click the Quantity option, you are able to specify a number of splits for the transaction. This option only works if there are multiple charges of the same transaction posted. The Selected Transaction section is at the bottom of the screen. To add transactions, you can click the ellipsis to begin to search for additional charges. When you are finished making your selections, click the Transfer button. The transaction has officially been transferred and is no longer attached to this reservation. This lesson covered the process of transferring a posting to another reservation. For more information on Opera Cloud, please review other courses on this topic within Opera Digital Learning. You may also visit the Oracle Hospitality Help Center for Opera Cloud and search for this topic. Keep your eyes peeled for additional videos and courses on Opera Cloud. Thank you for watching. Payments, Receipts, and Folios. This lesson will cover the process of posting payments to a folio, generating a payment receipt, changing folio preferences before printing a folio, and the process of generating a folio. Let's begin this lesson by learning how to post a payment within the billing window. You can post payments by opening the I Want To dialog box, clicking the Post Payment button at the bottom of the window, or clicking the ellipsis on the folio. In this example, we will click the ellipsis, then click the Post Payment link. The Guest Payment dialog box opens. Here, you are able to apply payments to the folio. Payment methods are defined by the property and can include credit cards, cash, check payments, direct billing, or gift certificates. Each of the 8 folio windows are listed at the top of the dialog box. You can click the window of your choice to apply the payment. The Payment Method field is where you select the form of payment the guest will use. In this field, you can select the payment type. By default, the method of payment that is attached to the selected folio will appear. When credit card is selected as a method of payment, the card number, expiration, and cardholder fields must be completed. If the credit card is present, you can swipe the card to automatically update these fields. In the Amount field, Opera Cloud calculates how much of a payment or refund is necessary to bring the balance of the current folio to zero. You can edit this field to any amount you need to post to the folio. The reference field is optional and can be used to enter any supporting information regarding the payment. Any information entered here is visible to the guest. The supplement field is also optional and can be used to enter any internal information regarding the payment. When you click the Apply Payment button, the payment is recorded and you are able to continue posting transactions. The Payment Process dialog box will appear along with the Transaction in Progress dialog box when you are using a credit card. When the payment is finished processing, you are returned to the Guest Payment dialog box. The posted payment appears at the bottom of the dialog box for your reference. You may continue posting additional payments as necessary. The Post Charge button is conveniently available in this dialog box as well. When you need to print a receipt for any reason, you can click the Print Receipt link. The Report Destination dialog box opens. Here, you are able to select the destination for your report. A receipt only provides details for the payment you selected. Once you have clicked to select a destination, you can click the Process button to generate the receipt. When you have selected Preview as a report destination, the receipt will appear in a separate window where you are able to print or download it. Click Close to return to the billing window. You can click the Information Folio button to open the Print Folio dialog box. You can also access this window by clicking the ellipsis next to the button. From the Print Folio dialog box, you are able to update your preferences before sending the folio. Folios provide a detailed account of all payments, postings, and adjustments to the selected folio. The default folio style is displayed at the top of the dialog box. You can change the folio style by clicking the Folio Style link. From the Select a Folio Style dialog box, Opera Cloud offers several folio styles you can select from when viewing or printing a guest folio. Folio styles control the display and organization of the information on the folio. To learn more about the different folio styles available to you, you can search for this topic in the Hospitality section of the Oracle Help Center. Click the Cancel link. Click the View in Currency link to open the Search and Select Payment Currency dialog box. You are able to select the currency that will appear on the printed folio from this dialog box when there are multiple currencies configured for the property. Click the Cancel link. Now, let's click the Folio Text link to open the Folio Text dialog box. You can use the Text 1 and 2 fields to add notes for the guest. This text will be printed on the folio if the form is configured to have these fields appear. Click the Cancel link. In the Report Destination section, you are able to select the destination for the folio. Once you have selected a destination, you can click the Process button to generate the folio. When you leave Preview selected as a report destination, you can preview the folio in a separate window where you can print or download it. Click Close to return to the billing window. Additional folio options can be accessed via the I Want To button. These options will be covered in a separate lesson. This lesson covered the process of posting payments to a folio, generating a payment receipt, changing folio preferences before printing a folio, and the process of generating a folio. For more information on Opera Cloud, please review other courses on this topic within Opera Digital Learning. You may also visit the Oracle Hospitality Help Center for Opera Cloud and search for this topic. Keep your eyes peeled for additional videos and courses on Opera Cloud. Thank you for watching. Interim Folio and Advance Folio. This lesson will cover the process of settling a reservation as an interim folio and the process of settling a reservation as an advance folio. There are various ways to generate a folio in Opera Cloud. To print a folio of the current charges without settling the balance, you can click the Information Folio link from the billing window. Additional options are available to you when you click the I Want To link. The I Want To dialog box opens. In the Create section, you can see the Information Folio and the Generate Folio for a window links. Both of these options do not post additional charges or payments. To settle the guest's outstanding charges at the present moment, click the Interim Folio link. From the Interim Folio dialog box, you are prompted to post a payment to the folio without checking out the reservation. The payment method on the reservation appears by default. You can update these details before settling the folio if necessary. Click the Settle Folio button. When a credit card is selected as a method of payment, the Payment Processing and Transaction in Progress dialog boxes will appear. When the payment is finished processing, you can see it listed at the bottom of the dialog box. You are able to generate a receipt by clicking the Print Receipt link. Click Close. The settlement is displayed on the folio at the top of the list of transactions, and the reservation's status is still checked in. For the next example, we will take a look at a guest folio that does not have any charges posted. If the guest requested to settle their charges prior to the end-of-day process, you can use the Advanced Folio Settlement option. Click the I Want To button to open the dialog box and then click the Advanced Folio link. From the Advanced Folio dialog box, you are able to apply projected charges like room and tax or fixed charges in advance of the end-of-day process. When you apply charges in advance, you are able to settle the folio with a zero balance and provide the guest with a copy of their folio. An example of a good time to use the Advanced Folio option is when the guest is leaving early in the morning and needs to settle their bill the night before they leave the property. The reservation remains checked in and the charges are not reposted during the end-of-day process. When you select the Nights to Charge option, you are able to post charges for a specified number of nights. The information message notifies you of what charges will post. When you select the Entire Stay option, charges will post for the entire stay. The revenue for these postings will be recognized by the system on the correct date. You would select the Tonight option when you need to post charges for the current night. When you click the Apply Advanced Charges button, the transactions will post for the Advanced Folio option you selected. The Advanced Folio dialog box will refresh and you will have the opportunity to update the payment method the guest will use. In this example, we will not make any changes and proceed with using the credit card that is currently in the system. Click the Settle Folio button. When a credit card is chosen as the method of payment, the Payment Processing and Transaction in Progress dialog boxes will appear. Once the payment is finished processing, you are returned to the Advanced Folio dialog box. Click Close. The updated folio now reflects the room charges we posted along with the payment we processed. The guest remains checked into the property with a zero balance on their folio. Processes and procedures at your property will determine which of these options should be used to assist your guest. This lesson covered the process of settling a reservation as an interim folio and the process of settling a reservation as an advanced folio. For more information on Opera Cloud, please review other courses on this topic within Opera Digital Learning. You may also visit the Oracle Hospitality Help Center for Opera Cloud and search for this topic. Keep your eyes peeled for additional videos and courses on Opera Cloud. Thank you for watching. Early departure and reinstate. This lesson will cover the process of settling a reservation as an early departure and the process of reinstating a checked-out reservation. This lesson begins on the billing window. Here, you can use the I Want To button to access additional actions that can be taken regarding billing for a reservation. Click the I Want To button to open the dialog box, then click the Checkout Early link. The Checkout Early dialog box opens. Here, you are able to process an early departure for this guest. This link is only visible if the departure date is later than the current business date. A departure is considered early when the guest needs to check out before their scheduled departure date. This process settles and prints the folio while also checking the guest out. You will receive a warning message regarding the change that will be made to the reservation's departure date. If you do not need to continue with the process or have opened this dialog box in error, you can click Close to return to the billing window. This property has configured an early departure penalty of 1 night's charge. As a result of this, you have the options to either post the penalty and continue or not post the penalty and continue. Early departure penalties are optional and can be configured at different amounts within Opera Cloud controls. In this example, we will click the Post Penalty and Continue button. Any folio that has posting activity will appear at the top of the Checkout Early dialog box. If there are multiple windows, they would need to be settled separately. You will need to select the method of payment the guest provides. The amount due will include the early departure fee along with any other pending charges on the folio. If you click the Select and Settle Folio button, the payment will be processed and you will be able to send the guest a copy of their folio. If you click the Settle Folio button, the payment will be processed without prompting you to send the guest their folio. In this example, we will click the Settle Folio button. When a credit card is used as a method of payment, the Payment Processing and Transaction in Progress dialog boxes will appear. When payment processing is complete, you will be returned to the Checkout Early dialog box. Click the Checkout Now button to complete the guest checkout. The reservation status is now checked out. If necessary, you can reinstate a checked out reservation by clicking the I Want To button to open the dialog box. The Reinstate Reservation link is only available to you when a reservation's status is checked out. Click the Reinstate Reservation link. From the Reinstate Reservation dialog box, you are able to check a guest back in on the day of departure. You can use this feature to resolve folio issues or make modifications to the guest's stay details. A message will appear prompting you to confirm that you would like to reinstate the reservation. There is a checkbox you can select if you need to reopen the interface and allow new charges to be posted to the folio, like charges for point-of-sale transactions or phone calls. Click the Reinstate button. Now that we have reinstated the reservation, the status has been updated from checked out to departure. The reservation will remain in this status until the guest is checked out again. Click the Checkout button. If there were additional charges posted to the folio, you would have been prompted to settle the folio prior to checking the guest out. Click the Checkout Now button to check the guest out once again. This lesson covered the process of settling a reservation as an early departure and the process of reinstating a checked out reservation. For more information on Opera Cloud, please review other courses on this topic within Opera Digital Learning. You may also visit the Oracle Hospitality Help Center for Opera Cloud and search for this topic. Keep your eyes peeled for additional videos and courses on Opera Cloud. Thank you for watching. Batch charges. This lesson will cover navigating to the Batch Charges window and the process of posting batch charges. To navigate to the Batch Charges window, begin by clicking the Financials menu. Next, click Cashiering and then click Batch Charges. From the Batch Charges window, you are able to post a single charge to one or more rooms. You can use the search area to find reservations. After you enter your search criteria, click the Search button. Reservations that are eligible for batch charges to be posted will appear. This includes pre-stay charging eligible guests, in-house, and due-out guests. Click the checkbox next to the guest's name for each reservation that should be included in the batch posting. Once you have finished, click the Post Charge button. Before you post a charge, you must log into Cashiering using your Opera Cloud credentials. For this example, the login information has been entered. Click the Login button to proceed. The Posting Details dialog box will appear after you have logged in. Here, you can enter the information for the transaction you are posting. In the Code field, enter the transaction code you wish to post. You can use the search icon to search for codes or type the code directly into the field if you already know it. In this example, we will enter the code for valet parking. The price field is where you can enter the amount of the charge you are posting. This amount will apply to all guests you selected. If necessary, you can use the supplement field for internal notes and comments about this posting. You can use the reference field for notes to the guest that contain an explanation about this posting. Once you have finished, click the Post Charge button. The Batch Charges Status dialog box opens. Here, you are able to review the posting details and confirm whether the charges were posted successfully. You can use the Report link to generate a report of the postings. Click the Close button to return to the Batch Charges window. From here, you are able to continue posting charges to other guests if necessary. This lesson covered navigating to the Batch Charges window and the process of posting batch charges. For more information on Opera Cloud, please review other courses on this topic within Opera Digital Learning. You may also visit the Oracle Hospitality Help Center for Opera Cloud and search Post-it. This lesson will cover navigating to the Post-it window, the process of posting room charges from the Post-it window, using Post-it with various methods of payment, and the process of adjusting Post-it charges. The Post-it window in Opera Cloud is where you are able to post charges and settle them immediately. The Post-it feature also has the flexibility to post in-house guests and non-guests. The Post-it feature is also a convenient tool for posting transaction codes such as snacks, drinks, toiletries, and other sundry items. To navigate to the Post-it window, begin by clicking the Financials menu. Next, click Cashiering and then click Post-it. Before you can access the Post-it window, you must first log into Cashiering using your Opera Cloud credentials. In this example, the login information has been entered. Click the Login button. There are two functions you can use in the Post-it window, Post-it and Fast Post. In this lesson, we will focus on Post-it. We will discuss the Fast Post option in the Fast Post lesson within the Cashiering 1 course. The items that are posted are called articles, which are subcodes of a transaction code. At the top of the window, you are able to search for charges by description or UPC codes. UPC codes need to be configured for each item in order for the search to be used to find them. The articles appear below the search area. Each available article appears as a button with arrows at the bottom of the menu to navigate the list of available articles. Click the Candy Bar button. Now that we have clicked the Candy Bar button, it now appears in the cart area on the right side of the screen. Click the Water Large button. As you add more articles, the total number of items and amount for the postings are updated. Once you have finished adding articles, you will need to click the Pay button to proceed. The Payment dialog box is where you specify how the guest will pay for the newly added charges. In this example, the charge will be billed to the guest's room. Click the Charge to a Room checkbox. Clicking the Charge to a Room option results in a prompt for you to search for a folio where you will post the charges. Click the Search button to view all available reservations. After you have clicked to highlight the reservation, click the Complete Sales button. A Success dialog box will appear confirming that the charges have been successfully posted. Click the OK button to continue. You also have the ability to use the Post-it window for guests who are not staying at the property or for someone who wishes to pay for their items immediately. In this example, we have added new charges in order to begin to take a credit card payment. Click the Pay button. The Payment dialog box appears. To select a method of payment, click the Charge to a Room checkbox to deselect it. You are able to enter credit card information manually, or you can swipe the credit card using an attached reader. Once payment information is entered, click the Complete Sales button. The Transaction in Progress dialog box appears, informing you that the system is processing the credit card payment. Next, you are taken to the Report Destination dialog box where you may provide the guest with a copy of their folio. In this example, we will not process the payment, so let's click Close. If necessary, you are able to reverse a charge by posting a negative amount. This may need to be done to refund a guest for an item they no longer want. Click the Activate minus Posting checkbox. When this checkbox is selected, the prices for each item are displayed as negative values. Each article button has a red border with the amount of the item in red text. Each item added to the cart would be posted with a negative amount. Once you have added an article to the cart, the Activate minus Posting checkbox would need to be checked again if you need to post another negative article. Both articles now appear in the cart. If an article has been added by mistake, you are able to remove it from the cart by clicking the red X next to the article. You are able to do this before the sale is complete. Click the red X next to coffee to remove it from the cart. This lesson covered navigating to the posted window, the process of posting room charges from the posted window, using posted with various methods of payment, and the process of adjusting posted charges. For more information on Opera Cloud, please review other courses on this topic within Opera Digital Learning. You may also visit the Oracle Hospitality Help Center for Opera Cloud and search for this topic. Keep your eyes peeled for additional videos and courses on Opera Cloud. Thank you for watching. Fast Post. This lesson will cover navigating to the posted window and the process of using the Fast Post option to post room charges. The Fast Post feature in Opera Cloud is available for you to rapidly post a single room charge to multiple reservations. To navigate to the Fast Post window, begin by clicking the Financials menu. Next, click Cashiering and then click Post It. Before accessing the Post-it window, you must log in to Cashiering using your Opera Cloud credentials. In this example, the information is already entered. Click the Login button to continue. You have two options for posting charges in the Post-it window: Post It and Fast Post. In this lesson, we will focus on the Fast Post option. Click the Fast Post checkbox to enable the function. You can use the room and/or name fields to find a guest. Click the room search icon. If you do not enter any search criteria and click the search button, a list of all available guests will appear. You can use the scroll bar to navigate the list of reservations. Click the reservation to select the guest. After you have selected the guest room and name will populate in their respective fields. Next, we will need to pick a transaction code to post. When you click the code search icon, a list of all available transaction codes will appear. After you have clicked to highlight the code, click the Select button. Unlike using articles when you are using the Post-it option, the amount is not predetermined. You have the flexibility to enter a customized amount. Next to the amount field is an information icon. Click the information icon. The additional information dialog box appears. You can use this dialog box to enter supporting details about the transaction you are posting. If you do not have any details to enter, click the Cancel link. Once you have entered all the necessary details, click the Post button. A Success dialog box appears confirming that the charges have been successfully posted. Click the OK button to return to the Posted window where you are able to continue posting charges if necessary. This lesson covered navigating to the Posted window and Opera Digital Opera Cloud. Thank you for watching. Batch Folios. This lesson will cover navigating to the Batch Folio window, reviewing the Batch Folio window, and the process of generating and printing batch folios. The Batch Folios feature in Opera Cloud is useful for generating folios for the guest the night before checkout or to inform extended stay guests about their balances. You can navigate to the Batch Folios window by clicking the Financials menu. Next, click Cashiering and then click Batch Folios. Before you are able to access the Batch Folios window, you must first log in to Cashiering using your Opera Cloud credentials. In this example, the login information has been entered. Click the Login button to proceed to the Batch Folios window. In the Folio Options section, you are able to select a Batch Folio option. The Guests Departing Tomorrow option is what you would use to select folios for guests that are checking out tomorrow. The Guests Checked Out Today option is what you would use to select folios for guests that checked out today. The All Guests option is what you will use to select folios for all in-house guests. The Guests Departing Today option is what you will use to select folios for guests that are due to depart today. The Guests Checked Out Yesterday option is what you will use to select folios for guests that checked out on the previous day. In this example, we will proceed with the Guests Departing Tomorrow option. Click the Next button to continue. You are moved forward to the Reservation Selection section where you can search for reservations and choose which reservations will be included in the batch of folios. Click the Search button to view all available reservations. Click the checkbox next to each reservation that should be included in the batch folios. You can also click the Select All checkbox. Once you have selected the reservations you need to include in the batch, click the Select button to move forward to the Billing Options step. During this step of the process, you are able to select the folio content. In the Folio Scope section, you are able to choose what balances will appear in the folio. When you select the Information Bill option, the current charges are all that will be printed on the folio. When you select the Advance Bill option, you can post anticipated fixed charges including room and tax to the folio and include them for printing. These charges will not post a second time during the end-of-day process. In the Billing Window section, you are able to select which folio windows will print in the batch. When you select the All Windows in Reservation option, all folio windows that have charges will print. When you select the Only Windows Billed to Guest option, any windows attached to another profile will be excluded from the batch. In this example, we will click the Only Billed to Guest option. In the Payment Methods section, you are able to determine which methods of payment will print. When you select the All Payments Method option, all methods of payment will be printed in the batch, including cash and direct bill payments. When you select the Only Credit Cards option, folios for guests that have a credit card included in their reservation will print. When this option is selected, the Simulate Zero Balance checkbox becomes available to you. This creates a zero balance folio without you actually having to post a payment or check out the guest. In this example, we will select the Only Credit Cards option and then click the Generate Batch Folios button. The Batch Report Destination dialog box appears and displays the destination of each individual folio. The default report destination is Preview. Before you print the batch, you can change the destination for an individual folio or all of them if necessary. Click the Process button to proceed to the Batch Reports window. Here, you are able to view the status of folios processing in the batch. When Preview is selected, the folios will appear in a separate window where you are able to download and/or print them. Once the batch folios are generated successfully, click the Close button to be returned to the Batch Folio window. This lesson covered navigating to the Batch Folio window, reviewing the Batch Folio window, and the process of generating and printing batch folios. For more information on Opera Cloud, please review other courses on this topic within Opera Digital Learning. You may also visit the Oracle Hospitality Help Center for Opera Cloud and search for this topic. Keep your eyes peeled for additional videos and courses on Opera Cloud. Thank you for watching. Folio History. This lesson will cover navigating to the Folio History window, the process of searching for a folio's history, and the process of generating a Folio History report. You can navigate to the Folio History window by clicking the Cashiering menu and then clicking Folio History. Before you can access the Folio History window, you must first log in to Cashiering using your Opera Cloud credentials. The credentials have been entered, so click the Login button to proceed to the Folio History window. The Folio History window is a tool where you can research, review, and send or print folios. A copy of each folio is stored in the system when the guest checks out. From this window, you are able to access AR invoices, posted, and passerby folios as well. You can use the search area to find specific transactions. In this example, we have already processed our search. After you have clicked to highlight the folio, click the ellipsis. There are two options available for you to either send to or quick print the folio. Both options are similar. If you select the quick print folio option, you are only able to print the folio. If you select the Send To option, you are provided with additional actions you can take before generating the folio. In this example, we will click the Send To link so we can review those options. The Report Destination dialog box appears. Click the Folio Style link to open the Select a Folio Style dialog box. Here, you are able to select a different layout for the folio. To learn more about the different folio styles available to you, you can search for this topic in the Hospitality section of the Oracle Help Center. Click the Cancel link. When there are multiple currencies configured for the property, you can click the View in Currency link to select the currency you need to appear on the folio. Now, let's click the Folio Text link to open the Folio Text dialog box. You can use the Text 1 and 2 fields to add notes for the guest. This text will be printed on the folio if the form is configured to have these fields appear. Click the Cancel link. Select the appropriate destination for the folio before clicking the Process button. When you select Preview as a report destination, the folio opens in a separate window. You are able to download or print the report from here. Once the folio is processed, you are returned to the Folio History window. This lesson covered navigating to the folio history window, the process of searching for a folio's history, and the process of generating a folio history report. For more information on Opera Cloud, please review other courses on this topic within Opera Digital Learning. You may also visit the Oracle Hospitality Help Center for Opera Cloud and search for this topic. Keep your eyes peeled for additional videos and courses on Opera Cloud. Thank you for watching. Receipt History. This lesson will cover navigating to the Receipt History window and the process of generating a receipt. You can navigate to the Receipt History window by clicking the Cashiering menu and then clicking Receipt History. Opera Cloud stores a copy of each receipt that is generated. You can access them from the Receipt History window. Receipt types include payment, deposit, paid out, and currency exchange. Receipts do not display any billing transaction details, only the amount that was paid by or refunded to the guest. You can use the search area to find specific transactions. After you click the search button, your results will appear. After you have clicked to highlight the receipt, click the ellipsis and then click the Send To link. The Report Destination dialog box appears. Here, you can select the destination for the receipt you selected. After you have clicked the report destination, click the Process button. When you select Preview as your report destination, the receipt previews in a separate window where you are able to download or print it. Once the receipt is processed, you are returned to the Receipt History window. This lesson covered navigating to the Receipt History window and the process of generating a receipt. For more information on Opera Cloud, please review other courses on this topic within Opera Digital Learning. You may also visit the Oracle Hospitality Help Center for Opera Cloud and search for this topic. Keep your eyes peeled for additional videos and courses on Opera Cloud. Thank you for watching. Posting Journal. This lesson will cover navigating to the Posting Journal window and searching for a posting journal. To navigate to the Posting Journal window, begin by clicking the Financials menu. Next, click Cashiering and then click Posting Journal.
Before you are able to access the Posting Journal window, you must first log in to Cashiering using your Opera Cloud credentials. The login information has been entered for you. Click the Login button to proceed to the Posting Journal window. The Posting Journal is a research tool that provides you with information and details on all postings made at your property. You can use the search area to find specific transactions. Please take note that the from and to date fields in the search area are defaulted to the current business date. Click the search button to view the results. The Posting Journal includes a record of all postings made automatically as part of the end-of-day process. Click the code link to view the details of the posting. The details for the posting include the code, quantity, amount, date, time, reference number, and user who posted the charge. Click Close. To search for transactions by a specific user, click the Cashier ID search icon. All available cashiers are listed. After clicking to highlight the cashier, click the Select button. Click the Search button. You can now view the Posting Journal for the specific cashier we selected. When you click the confirmation number link, you will navigate to the reservation associated with the posting, where you are able to research the charge further. This lesson covered navigating to the Posting Journal window and searching for a posting journal. For more information on Opera Cloud, please review other courses on this topic within Opera Digital Learning. You may also visit the Oracle Hospitality Help Center for Opera Cloud and search for this topic. Keep your eyes peeled for additional videos and courses on Opera Cloud. Thank you for watching. Cashier Closure. This lesson will cover navigating to the Cashier Closure window, the process of closing a cashier, and printing cashier closure reports. To navigate to the Cashier Closure window, begin by clicking the Financials menu. Next, click Cashiering and then click Cashier Closure. Before you are able to access the Cashier Closure window, you need to log in to Cashiering by entering your Opera Cloud credentials and then click the Login button. The Cashier Closure window is where you are able to review your posted transactions, closing balances, and other financial information before closing out your shift. Your cashier ID appears in the top left corner of the window. If you have access to perform cashiering transactions at more than one property during your shift, you must deselect the All Properties checkbox in the Select a Property section of the window and reconcile transactions for each property. In this example, we will deselect the All Properties checkbox. In the Transactions section, there is a list of your posted transactions for the day. The transaction codes are links that can be clicked to view the details of the day's postings. When the All Properties checkbox is checked, this section will display a summary for all properties. In the Shift Drop section, you can view the cashier's opening balance, money paid in or out, and shift drops. The opening balance is the amount of cash and checks separately in your cash drawer when you opened your cashier. Cash received is the total amount of cash and checks paid to you during the current shift. Cash paid out is the total amount of cash and checks paid from your drawer during the current shift. Expected shift drop is the amount of money that should be available in the cash drawer for a shift dropped based on the amount received minus the amount paid out. Cash actual shift drop and check actual shift drop are the amount of cash and checks that should be included in a shift drop after you balance your drawer. You can change the amounts in these fields by clicking into the field and entering a new amount. A warning message will appear when the amount is different than the expected shift drop amount. This is a chance for you to find the cause of the discrepancy and balance your drawer before you close your cashier. The Close Cashier button is currently inactive because All Properties is deselected. Let's scroll up and click the All Properties checkbox to continue. The Close Cashier button is now active, so let's click it. The confirmation dialog box will appear, prompting you to verify that shift drops for all properties are final. If your shift drop is incorrect, you can click the Cancel link to exit the Cashier Closure window and review your postings. When your shift drop is correct, you can click the Cashier Closure button to continue. The Cashier Closure Reports dialog box will appear with a report for each payment type. Click the desired report destination and then click the Process button. The Batch Reports window appears in a separate window. The status for each report is updated once it has been successfully generated. When Preview is selected as a report destination, the Reports per Payment Type will appear in a separate window. From this window, you can print or download the reports if necessary. A Cashier Closure Report is also generated as part of the batch. This report is a summary of all payments. You will know your cashier has been successfully closed when you see these two alerts at the top of the window. Click the Close button to return to the Opera Cloud dashboard. This lesson covered navigating to the Cashier Closure window, the process of closing a cashier, and printing cashier closure reports. For more information on Opera Cloud, please review other courses on this topic within Opera Digital Learning. You may also visit the Oracle Hospitality Help Center for Opera Cloud and search for this topic. Keep your eyes peeled for additional videos and courses on Opera Cloud. Thank you for watching. Open Cashiers and Cashier Reports. This lesson will cover navigating to the Open Cashiers window, reviewing the Open Cashiers window, navigating to the Cashier Report window, reviewing the Cashier Report window, and the process of reprinting cashier reports. To navigate to the Open Cashiers window, begin by clicking the Financials menu. Next, click Cashiering and then click Open Cashiers. From the Open Cashiers window, you are able to view information regarding cashier sessions that are currently open. This read-only window displays information per each open cashier ID. This includes the username, maximum daily use, times opened, and the date and time each cashier was opened and closed. Click the Back to Home link. To view posting details for a particular cashier, you can use Cashier Reports. To navigate to the Cashier Reports window, begin by clicking the Financials menu. Next, click Cashiering and then click Cashier Reports. From the Cashier Reports window, you are able to access current and past cashier reports. The Current tab is what you would use to print reports for the current business day. You can click the Report Type drop-down to select which report you need to access. Each cashier report type appears in the list. In this example, we will select the credit card report type and then click the search button. Your search results will appear. To reprint an individual report for the selected payment type, you would click the Print button. It is important to know that this option does not close your cashier. You are able to view earlier reports when you click the Reprint tab. From this tab, you can retrieve past cashier closure reports. The Cashier ID field is available for you to search for or enter the cashier you are generating reports for. The Closure Date field is optional. This field is where you search for cashier closures from a specific date. Click the Closure Number search icon to open the Closure Number dialog box. Here, you can select the cashier closure report you need to reprint based on your search. After you click to highlight the closure number, click the Select button. Click the Report Type drop-down to select the report you need to view. In this example, we will click the Credit Card report type and then click the Search button. The details of the Cashier Closure report will appear in the window. You can click the Reprint button if you need to print this individual report. You would click the Reprint Closure Reports button to print all the closure reports. This option does not close the cashier. This lesson covered navigating to the Open Cashiers window, reviewing the Open Cashiers window, navigating to the Cashier Report window, reviewing the Cashier Report window, and the process of reprinting cashier reports. For more information on